Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So this is a 1080p Full HD dash camera or car vehicle video recorder. And here are the product specifications. And now let's go ahead and open up the box. Like popping out that flap and then lifting up the box flap. Now let's go ahead and remove the contents or packaging material from the box. So you can see the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. Let's go ahead and pop it out along with the rest of the contents. Always checking on the underside of any kind of packaging to make sure that there's nothing else tucked away or hidden away with the packaging. So removing the items one by one, and you can see that it does come with a Kingston 16, I think it's 16 gigabytes. Let's take a quick look. Appears to be a 16 gigabyte micro SD card, and of course there is a user manual as well. So that's the box emptied. Let's go ahead and set it down to the side right there. Okay, so these are the contents that we've just removed from within the box. Gonna spread them out across the tabletop here, making sure that everything's clearly in view. Okay, so that's the contents of the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. Let's first take a look at the user manual. So it does come with a pocket-sized user manual or user guide. Slip it open, so you can see it does have pretty small print, but I'll quickly flip through the pages so you can see what's what. So there is a motion detection feature as well. And there is a troubleshooting section. And then the following pages are in another language, which appears to be German. So German and English user manual right here. Now we can go ahead and set it down to the side. And moving on to the next item, let's go quickly to the pack of micro SD card here. So it does come with a quality micro SD card, and this appears to be a 16 gigabyte capacity micro SD card from Kingston. Okay, let's set it down as well, and then moving on to the next item, there is a mini USB cable, as you can see by the connectors. There we go. Mini USB cable for data transfer, of course, and perhaps portable power supply as well. And over here we of course have the cigarette lighter power cable. Let's go ahead and take it out from its packet, so you have a better idea of the cable length. So you can see that the cable length is pretty nicely packed and of a good length. Okay, and just giving you a better look at the connectors. So once again, mini USB connector that plugs into your car cigarette lighter or vehicle cigarette lighter. Alright, And then moving on to the next item, we do have a mount or cradle to mount the dash camera onto, and it fixes on your windscreen so that it faces forward, so it does stick with the suction cup on the top side, and then the dash camera will hang on the underside. Okay, so you can see it nice and compact, so it doesn't take up too much of your windscreen. And the suction cup activates by, of course, pulling up on the lever there, drawing the air out from the suction cup. So a very simple little mount here with a ball mount, of course, for fixing or affixing the dash camera onto. Okay, simply tighten to lock the ball head in place. Alright, moving on to the next item, which is the main item itself, the dash camera, the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. Let's pop it out from its clear plastic packaging. And there we go. A squarish dash camera. And let me do a bit of rejigging of the accessories, put them down to the side so they don't interfere too much with the foreground of the dash camera, so you can see just how compact it is. Fits in the palm of my hand right there. Okay, and it is really light as well, so you're not likely to have any kind of mounting issues sometimes with heavier units. And just giving you an all-round look to the side as well as to the front as well. So a nice good look there at the front, the lens, of course the LED indicator or flash on the right. So nice good view right round, side profile with the power button, the micro SD card slot, and the mode selection. So make sure you always read the instructions first before trying to operate or use the dash camera or any similar electronic device. And just to show you the profile from the top, so that's the mounting space there, or bracket, for the mount or the camera to attach to the windscreen mount. And here the bottom side as well. So nice, good all-round view or look of the dash camera. And of course the buttons at the front. So you do have a P red button there. You have OK, down and up selection, and of course another button there on the right hand side. Okay, so nice, good all around look, close up at the lens as well, right there. So nice compact unit fitting in the palm of my hand. Now let's go ahead and see if we can turn it on. It's not likely that there'll be a charge, but we'll go ahead and press that power button on it. Okay, so it requires a power supply or a light charge. Let's try and power it on using the mini USB cable. So it does come with this mini USB cable. Let's attempt to power it on using a power bank or power pack. So what I do have here is the charged premium magnet Opus 10K power bank, which I've previously unboxed. It's a very tiny power bank with a 10,000 milliampere hour power capacity. And we're going to use this charged premium magnum Opus to power the power bank, just so we can see what the menu looks like, all the features inside. Of course, let's plug that part in, the mini USB connector, and then plug the USB cable. And there we go. You can see that the dash cam has powered up, and it's asking us to insert a micro SD card. I'm just going to show you the perspective as well, if I can keep the power bank in place, just to give you some idea. And of course, the screen quality as well. So there we go, screen quality. And you can see just how wide that camera angle is as well for the lens of the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. Now I'm going to pan up so you can see what's what. So before that, just going to show you straight ahead. About 2 meters ahead of us is my trusty old rearing horse figurine on a stand right there. So I'm going to show you just how wide this lens is to give you some idea of the scope. So right there, nice and wide, covering both ends of that wall there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the software as well. Just going to show you the front as well of the camera. So pressing on the mode button, does toggle, of course, in the various modes of the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. So of course we have the review, we have the video recording, and of course the picture mode as well. So let's go back into the video recording mode, which is this mode, and then let's see what options there are. So you can see the resolution, okay, and then you can see the loop recording option. Okay, and then the exposure setting as well. And then the motion detection, off or on. And then record audio, off or on. And then date stamp, off or on, and then G sensor detecting the inertia, 2G, 4G or 8G, or you can have it off as well. And then LDW, okay, so plenty of options there. Back to resolution again, loop recording, exposure, motion detection, record audio, okay, it's kind of frozen there for a split second, date stamp, or perhaps I'm not pressing it hard enough, G sensor, LDW, and resolution. So it doesn't like me to press too quickly, so if I toggle down very slowly like that, it should cycle through. There we go. So I guess I just needed to press a little bit harder, but of course I'm doing it with the camcorder between myself and the dash camera, so it's not the best way to kind of illustrate or use the dash camera. Okay, so taking a look at all the options there, there's another tab here for the settings mode, showing you park mode, date time, auto power off, screensaver, beep sound, language, TV mode, frequency, flash, format, default settings, version, and back to park mode. So I'm going to show you each of these modes. Might take some time, but let's go ahead and show you it anyway. So showing you the different G sensitivities or triggers. Okay, moving on to date time. Just setting the dates and whatnot. Okay, auto power off, so it's a shutdown timer from inactivity, off 1 minute, 3 minutes. And we do have a screensaver as well, off 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And moving down to the next option, beep sound, on or off, language, English, Chinese, Japanese, French, Polish, Korean, Italian, Spanish, Russian, Spanish, looks like Indian dialect, Tamil perhaps. So a multitude of languages there, or language options. And then we do have TV mode, NTSC or PAL. And recording frequency or hertz, 50 or 60 hertz. And then we do have flash on or off. We do have format for the micro SD card. So just to see what options there are, it's OK or cancel, pretty straightforward as expected. Default settings to restore the Innoo Tech Dash Camera to the factory settings. And then lastly, I believe this is the last option there, shows the version information. And that's that, and back to the park mode. So very quickly, park mode, date time, auto power off, screensaver, beep sound, language, TV mode, frequency, flash, format, default settings, version. Okay, so that's that. So we've covered both tabs of the recording as well as the settings mode for the Innoo Tech Dash Camera. Once again, just to show you the front. So of course we do have the Charge Magnum Premium Magnum Opus power bank connected to the dash camera, just to show you, because obviously we're not in the car right now, so I don't have a cigarette lighter port handy. So we've managed to power it up using a power bank. So you can see the screen quality right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and test the Innoo Tech Dash Camera outdoors